Technology is your battlefield and we'll give you the right weapons to play with. Hello and welcome to another edition of Technoholik, where we get you addicted to technology every single week. I'm Radhika Sharma, this is Sabu Gokhale, and we're going to take you through an action-packed show today. So first things first, take a look at what we have lined up for you in the next half hour. Up ahead on Technoholik, we start our audio-visual setup by giving you the best home theater systems in the business. We also get all your media in just one place with the ultimate media player. But up first, what's a movie setup without a projector, and this time around this small HD1? Alright, so that's our lineup on the show this week, and if you guys haven't guessed it yet, it's an audio-video special, which means we're going to give you a lot of home theaters. We're also going to give you some projectors, and to pair all of that, we're going to give you some media players too. So let's get straight to it. First order of business, projectors. The stereotypical projectors that is associated with that name have always been those big, bulky devices which take a whole lot of space to get a whole big screen and are considered better than your HD TVs. To start off, what I want to ask, you might think it's better than your normal HD TV, but the TV is now becoming just more than a humble idiot box. It's actually a convergence device which has evolved. There's Wi-Fi in TVs, there's Skype, there's all sorts of things you can do.
Well, TVs, they don't get that big, and well, projector I would like if I was watching a match with a bunch of friends and have it on a giant screen and, chill with...
So we like the idea of the projector, but we don't like the size, so we have to find something in the middle. A small size projector.
Maybe in office or maybe at your home. Well, projectors are a lot of work, and we Technoholics like to hook things up ourselves.
Ourselves, exactly. So what we're looking for is exactly small size projectors, and we have two from Acer today. The C110, which is a small business size projector, which can be connected directly to your laptop, and the K330, which we'll be checking out in just a bit. So we decided to give the C110 to a friend of ours. He's Chef Kaviraj, and he's checking out this projector for us. Meet our first reviewer, Chef Kaviraj. He is the co-owner of his very own restaurant, Cool Chef Cafe, right here in Mumbai. If he's not in his very own playful Hell's Kitchen cooking up a storm, you'll find him picking the next menu and managing his cafe along with his employees. Staff meetings are a regular phenomenon in his life, and our tiny assistant, the Acer C110, will be helping him out today. As this is just a USB projector, setting it up was a piece of cake. And by the day's events, when it clicked on, the LED projector showcased our presentation. Chef Kaviraj's meeting looks like it's going very well. So what worked for the C110? Let's get his opinion.
Firstly, it's portability. You can it's so small, it's as smaller than a hard drive, I would say. You can carry it wherever you want. It even fits in your pocket. It's very portable on that issue. Second thing I liked was the ease of setting it up. It took me literally less than about 3 minutes to set it up from start to finish, and it came on the screen.
All looks fine and dandy here. The C110 has worked for most of its parts, so what's the only thing that doesn't work for it?
The resolution, yes, was a bit of a problem. The further I went, the resolution got, I couldn't even read what was on the screen. So the clarity was definitely an issue. It's definitely meant for closed space projection. Second thing, it definitely is a power muncher for a laptop. Since it's such a small device, it should have its own adjustable settings so that we can angle it.
Okay, looks like this meeting is going to come to an end very soon. So let's get the chef's final thoughts on this tiny little projector.
Definitely a buy because, as I said, if you need to show anything to anyone, there's nothing as simple as this. It's on the go and definitely looks professional, and it definitely would make it easier to explain whatever you want to your target audience.
Alright, that's the Acer C110 for you. Chef Kaviraj, I think, had a whole lot of fun in his meeting. Despite the grim faces, I think they just had a whole lot of fun looking at that big projection on the wall and not 4 people having to crowd over one laptop and trying to get the idea going across. So what I like about the device, and I'm going to agree with him, is the fact that it's a very good form factor, and this is something that every business user must buy. Because it's great for marketing meetings and stuff.
Yeah, this is great on the go. So basically, if you do not have an office of your own where a projector has been lined up and you're going and meeting a lot of different people, and you don't want them to see what's actually happening on your screen, and you just want to project cool slideshows, this is perfect. This is best on the go.
But there's a downside to this too, and which you found out because he's the owner of a Mac.
Setup on a Windows laptop was fairly fast. All you need to do was just install the driver. But when I put it in the Mac, well, it just refused to read it.
This device has no Mac support, and we think that is something that Acer should completely work on.
But Radhika, you have to say that most of the people out here are using Windows laptops, and it does cater to a very large segment. So, I think personally, this size with that price point, I think everyone should just go ahead and buy one.
So the final verdict being, we recommend the Acer C110 completely for all the business users out there. Your presentations will never look the same. You're going to have presentations with an attitude. But now that we have given the business users something to do, the home entertainment projectors are still bulky. That's what we've not gotten to yet. And we need definitely a smaller projector in that segment for sure.
Yeah, something which is much easier to install and, something which anybody can put it up.
So today, I guess Acer's on a roll on Technoholik today, and this is the K330, which is a home entertainment projector, and we got two movie buffs just like that, Sai, Rekha and Taha. Lawyer by day and movie buff by night. Meet my dear friend Sai Rekha. She loves her film nights and has to do them at least once a week. By her side is Taha Jodiawala, partner in movie crime and technology junkie extraordinaire. Perfect duo for the home entertainment projector, the Acer K330. Setup meant taking it out of the box, getting the DVD player, figuring out all sorts of ports and wires, and finally it was alive. Score on setup?
I think the largest browning point that this would lose would be in terms of the response time. Because, it's really not as user-friendly as a television which responds instantly. So, when you're thinking about it more in terms of, having one device, which would be this, the response time is a huge minus.
All set now, and the last King of Scotland was on. Picture quality seems okay, don't you think? Let's ask the lady first.
And HD clarity is brilliant. We're quite happy with it. In fact, we're very surprised.
Size, clarity, and the fact that it has USB, AV, HDMI, all of it in one.
And finally, while it seems all good and happy in movie land now, there were a couple of glitches that the Acer K330 needs to improve on.
I think the largest browning point that this would lose would be in terms of the response time. Because, it's really not as user-friendly as a television which responds instantly. So, when you're thinking about it more in terms of, having one device, which would be this, the response time is a huge minus.
Since this is a full-scale 720p LED projector, movie nights seem better to Sai Rekha with a projector than an HD TV. So does this mean the K330 is a buy?
I would buy it over an HD TV because this I can take wherever I go, and it's pretty convenient and small and handy and very good clarity.
It's a very compelling choice because what's very interesting is the fact that I can watch content out of a USB drive. We haven't tested it yet, but the manual says that we can jack up our Tata Sky to the projector. So it pretty much replaces the television because even the clarity is brilliant. So, for something in a house like this, this is Bombay, we all have space constraint. So it makes a lot of sense to sort of replace your TV with something like this.
While they are completely sold on the device, actually when I used it, a couple of things that bothered me. First of all, even though they say that the menu is usable, I don't think that interface is very user-friendly.
Something which I liked about the projector, that's what I'll start with, and that is the fact that, well, the form factor is excellent and I can hook it up anywhere. And another thing which I liked about the projector are obviously the multiple inputs it can take. This projector also, it's an intelligent projector, so it does support a lot of formats and it also supports
Office documents.
So that is brilliant. 54 grand?
Yeah, 54 grand is the price.
54 grand. Well, for 54 grand, it should do True HD. And well,
This is
sadly,
HD ready, 720p. But you also have to
That's valid
realize
for
the
me.
people who are going to buy this projector won't really care if the difference is 720p or 1080p.
my whole point is, well, if you're going to be spending close to
55 grand.
55 grand, well, might as well get a full HD projector. Well, otherwise, in terms of functions, I think this does a bang-out job.
So we also give the Acer K330 a buy. I'm actually giving it a buy. Are you giving it a buy?
Well, easy to install, easy to use, everything works, whatever you throw at it, so I'm saying a buy, but well, if you're a connoisseur, one
And with all that projector talk, we have to take a very small break on Technoholik. But coming up on the other side, want some home theaters or media players to pair up with that projector? Stay tuned to Technoholik.